Hey folks, Editing Rob here. So during this episode, I mess up a couple of the dice results. Um, I know it's kind of the whole point of this account, and it sucks that it happened. Um, Playing it back and editing it, I understand where I think I went wrong. And during the next episode, I'll kind of explain what happened and how to fix it going forward. But I did just want to pop in at the top of this one and kind of explain to you, yeah, I see it. I'm sorry it happened, and hopefully you can still enjoy the episode. And yeah, just thanks for watching. And without further ado, episode 9. Welcome back to Dicey Shores, where RPG dice determine my path to progressing through brighter shores. And it's a very, very exciting day because I will be logged out for 30 seconds because I was messing around in the spreadsheet. Here we go. Okay, I will no longer be logged out. So what I added to the spreadsheet was the total level. I don't remember if I mentioned that last time, but that was added. And you will notice it's a little off center. There we go. You will notice that when I tick this level 20 box, we can now level up, which is our last main quest in Hopeport and will take us into Hopeforest, which is very exciting. So, without further ado, we are going to pick up this cabbage. It's, you know what? No world feels complete without a cabbage. And, oh, wait, we can sell it? Hello? Is it used for something? I don't know. I'm keeping it with me. I'm bringing it to the forest. So, we're going to go ahead and switch over to this quest screen. And we're going to start by talking to Robin Knockright, which we absolutely totally have since picked up ranged weapons. But you know what? We're going to ask them to show us how to use a bow. Anyway. Ooh, we actually got a level 15, so that's nice. About 5 paces away. Switch to the melee. It does make a big difference, for sure. 34 ammo. Saving ammo. Alright, terrific. So that is our bow training sorted, which I believe is now in our quest journal under the... Oh, you know what? I think we found out that we just got that last time. But yeah, combat level 20, Hopeport level 40, and then report back to Corporal Bins, the Binzinator. Training drill, we are off to the forest. Wow. That's that. And we got a combat level out of that. And, oh my goodness. Oh, well, I mean... We already got that long ago, that 9 silver, and it's long since been been used on many a tool. That being said, though, easiest little tick we can ever do. And now you'll notice that hide and seek has lit up. So we do have the Lost Shipman and Brannoff inheritance left in Hopeport. Those will light up when we inevitably have to come back and roll, or when we roll and we inevitably have to come back to raise a couple of these profession levels. But for the time being, I'll just get the 21 ticked on there, which I don't believe is an unlock. And if it is, the game will correct me. And yeah, wow. We just did... We just exited episode 1 on a dice locked account, which is really cool. I'm gonna, before I move on, I am going to sell the spoils of war from our last combat grind against the ghouls. So yeah, we'll get rid of those. I'm gonna drop off these 2 eels that a ghoul dropped. So I'll bank those. And the forest is really exciting because now that we can start rolling in the forest, I mean, obviously not only can we continue to progress the account, but that gets us one step closer to having strange stone storage, which in our account is crucial, given that we are going to be grinding on every single resource node that we can. So having access to the storage rifts are going to be huge. Whoops, wait, I'm so used to going south that I forget that the town gate is actually to the east. So it's really cool because this opens up a whole new set of skills, which we will get into when we get into the forest. And on top of that, the passives, that's what it was. I like literally forgot this word. So the passives are interesting. I'll progress the quest in a moment here, but as I am wont to totally lose my train of thought while I'm trying to multitask. What was our first one? 20. So when we gain a knowledge point on this account, so once we have gained enough experience to get that to 100, if there is a passive that we have not unlocked, we have to unlock it. How that's gonna work timing wise, I need to think about. I think I need to prioritize them as they come up, because I might not necessarily, like, it's either, because the timing's tricky. Like, if we said that I had to, when I hit like a level 21 combat grind or something, or my next combat grind, I have to unlock the passive during that, but I might not gain enough experience during that grind to get a knowledge point. So I think how I'm going to handle this is I'm going to keep track of outstanding. I mean, I might have to like tinker with the spreadsheet, maybe make a new area for like passive unlocks. But I think I'm going to maybe I add it to the Golans. I don't know. The short version of that is I'm going to make a really quick and dirty note at the bottom here that we need to unlock Creepy Street Louse when we can. And basically we're going to go in order of achieving level 20s. Ideally, or like the next level that that a passive is available in, because it's level 20 and beyond. So we'll pretty much unlock them as they come up, and then we'll quickly grab the gallery card by doing one iteration of them, and then we'll move on. Because as we've discussed in the past, passives are not allowed on this account as training sources. Okay. We got our globe plants and we got our friends. Let's get into Hopeforest. Very exciting. All right. This guy's giving press ups, and I've always wanted to check. 1, 2, 3. He must not do only 10. He's got to do more than that, right? Like, he just is stuck in that animation forever. Bro's chest is going to be insane. Yeah, no, this has been at least 10. Arms hurt. That's okay, buddy. That's okay. Oh, rip. I mean, spoilers, I guess, but yeah, this quest does not end well for the guards. Right. So, give us some tracking hints. This is an interesting holdover from the scout skill, where I feel like there was definitely, like, by having different, like, combat broken up into different skills, I feel like there was more of an emphasis on where you are in the story. The exception of Mindfighter. Mindfighter felt like kind of a weird outlier. It felt like they just needed to call combat something. Ooh, a fear potion. That's just free. And yeah, we're still in hide and seek. Okay. So we've got, well, flower power. I was going to discover that person. There we go. So we are searching for the direction that we went, or they went rather. So that'll be the mushroom. But yeah, passives are exciting because we can start gaining knowledge points now, which means we can start gaining some passive money when we don't have a point to unlock, or when we don't have a passive to unlock. So that'll be really great. Oh, I just have to keep doing this. Unless we split up. I forget if they... Oh, is this the point where... Whoa, what have I done? Oh, yeah. I don't remember if I have to... Yeah, okay, maybe I just send it. I'm definitely not discovering all of the nodes on the... Yeah, I skipped one back there. It's fine. We will sort that out when we need to sort that out. Oh, yes. So this is where we split up. West and north. Perfect. What if I immediately followed him north? He was just like, bruh, you stupid? And then I lose the game. Right. I think the Dryad Grove is here. No, I am very wrong. Oh, yeah, it's further down this way. That's right. It is really funny. Like, I have pretty much the entirety of the map discovered at this point on my main, and it's so weird the perspective that you have coming at it with a fresh account. It's kind of cool. It's very unique about this game compared to RuneScape, where like RuneScape you just see the whole map. You might not be able to access it. But oh, mutant stag, buddy. I'm sorry. I gotta oh no, it's level 22. Technically I don't have the combat level. Technically. That's okay. Actually, by my rules, should I be doing this? Hang on. This, okay. Not for this to feel like a cop-out, but for every other quest monster, unless this thing is leveled, I don't know if this thing is leveled. Should I technically be fighting this thing, or should I be rolling dice right now? I did gain access to the other professions. I'm gonna see if the wiki tells me about the mutant stag's level. Okay, so it is saying... So I'm a little bit confused about the scaling, because it says Hopeforest +2 is the level, but then the card on it says it's combat level 22. So technically speaking, I shouldn't have to fight this yet. So I think we can roll on this. That's at the very least how I set up all of the other goals on the sheet. Like if there was a quest boss that was level 100, that quest has a level 100 combat requirement. Hopefully, hopefully I just roll combat and it's kind of like a moot point, but it's possible that we don't. So let's, maybe I'm just a little bit too eager to get into Hopeforest content. So how many skills do we have access to? On the alchemy table, I believe we are still locked out, is that right? Of these water lily and starfish. Yeah, I don't think we have the forager level for either of those. So alchemy is off the table. Chef is on the table because it's veg. And then the rest of these are on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the exact situation that we said we were going to run into. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this is a D8. And on an 8, we reroll. I think that's the fairest way to do this. Like I said, it doesn't weigh one skill over the other probability-wise. I think we're just gonna send it. Okay, so 8. So that is carpentry. Okay, so we need coarse ash planks, which means we need coarse ash logs. So we've just unlocked 2 for the price of 1, I suppose. So I am going to find, what is it, Timberwell clearing, I think. I think you just go south down here and it's like a straight shot. I'm gonna do a bit of wandering. And hopefully I don't get totally lost. Hatchet man, take me by the hand, bring me to the trees. So I went over to, I just found all of the ash tree locations, so that's fully filled out. Got my saw, ripperoni to the cash stack. I'm going to drop off this cabbage because it is now in its new home. And we are going to work out how much, well, I mean, we are just level 0 in this. It should be pretty quick to get this log sorted. It was funny, I wasn't recording. I should have been, but like as soon as I tried to go south here, the corporal like gave me crap because like it was like, bro, you can't just leave in the middle of a training exercise, which honestly, true, but I don't rightly care. So there's that. Okay, and then we just make this on this doodad, and hopefully that's enough. No, it gets us most of the way there. Oh, and that's exciting because I forget that these are Mine of Mantaban resources as well. So I, like, similar to my grind for alchemy, I pretty much just bought everything that I needed for Mine of Mantaban. I didn't really level it at all, like using, or rather, I didn't gather any of the resources for any of the processing skills. So like, again, just another W for Roland dice. Oh no. Okay, this is gonna take more logs than I thought it would. I just don't want to go over, you know what I mean? Like, we have the technology. I could just do the math. So, horse ash plank gives us 56 experience. We need 138. Ooh, so that's 3, I believe. Wait, is that experience per plank or per log? Oh no, I think it's per log. We're gonna do 2. We're gonna do our old trick of going under. Oh no, account ruined. Account ruined. But that is exciting because that is our first level in Hopeforest, which is very, very cool. So I can actually add that to the sheet on the side here. We're definitely going to need more than 2. Yeah. Okay. We need 1 more. That's okay. I'm multitasking right now anyway. And we all know how bad I am at that. So, but that's cool. You know, hopefully we don't totally ignore the main quest for too long. But it is kind of funny that as soon as we got here, we rolled on we had to stop and roll on another skill. Because I wasn't aware of a combat requirement. So we got woodcutter 1, and we got, I mean, I guess technically these are all 0. And then carpenter 1 is marked off. That's amazing. Our first level in Hopeforest. Can you just take a look at that? Like, look, it's beautiful. The account is progressing. I love it. I'd love to see it. So, we're done with that. We are going to deposit. Oh, no. This is one of those where the logs go in here, but the planks go outside. Okay, so on our way out, we will deposit those. But before that, we'll roll again. Okay, a 2. So close to combat, but as quickly as we came to Hopeforest, we have to sadly leave it to go back and train Forager, as is the will of the dice. We are going to say goodbye to our little cabbage, and we are going to drop off these planks. Then we're gonna pop. Whoop, nope. Oh, I should grab the teleport before I go back. Let's do that real quick, just so that we can get back quicker. No, don't gather. Not that he even could, but I don't like, no, don't search the, no, goodbye. No cheating. No cheating logs. I just need to remember where the portal is. Oh, I overshot it. No, it's... Oh, it's... I totally missed this side road. No, this goes to the cabin. You know what? It might be up this way. I'll figure it out. We found it. Everything's okay. So now we can get back here when we roll on another skill here. But for now, we're going to go back home and we're going to forage. I haven't even checked what we're... Oh, we're doing bell plants again. Perfect. So that is yet another material that at this point, it's just for the level. Oh, and I forgot that we're actually super close. I don't remember how much experience this gets you, but I have a feeling we're going to harvest like 1 or 2 and then we're immediately going to it's probably going to make us go back to Hopeforest, and I'm very happy that I just grabbed the portal in that regard. It's good that we unlocked Hopeforest when we did, because if I'm not mistaken, you need like the globe plants and some like really low level gathering resources to make the Hopeforest potion. So we're sort of like setting ourselves up long term for not getting locked out of alchemy at that stage. Like we're still locked out of alchemy currently, kind of like just soft locked based on forager, but it's good. And honestly, depending on how much we roll and progress in Hopeforest, it may be nice to put off alchemy until we're like closer to the mine as well. Like, you know, because that'll just jump us right into the mine. Obviously, we're not going to be able to pass the Stonemaw Hill part for some time. I don't know when that episode is gonna release. It's being actively worked on, obviously, but okay, so that is a 5, which is gatherer. That's exciting. Right, did I count that right? 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, cool. So we are going to pop right on back to Hopeforest. Did we discover... Oh, we did. Those are just the first 2 zones. It actually just might be worth... Oh, no, the teleport will still work. Yeah, we'll teleport over. But yeah, that's good. Gatherer is actually like... I haven't really trained... I think it's my only still level 20 skill on... Aside from Leatherworker, because I haven't hit 20 Leatherworker yet. But in all the episodes that I've already beaten... I think it's the only one that like I hit 20 and then I just stopped training it. Which is funny because it's exactly the same as foraging. There's no reason for me other than I just wanted to keep progressing. But there's no reason I stopped rather, other than I just wanted to keep progressing. But it's one of those things that like once I hit 200 forager, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try. There's a loop that I learned from one of Valerie's videos, where you do woodcutter and gatherer together, which I thought was really interesting. I like those like mixed loops where you're doing more than one skill at once. I think those are really fun. It keeps my brain engaged, and also it gets me training things that I wouldn't otherwise train. It's why my forager level is so high, to be honest. It's KP farming. Right, so let's roll again. Another 5. We are staying right where we are, and that's a-okay. I believe there are 4 globe plants. Perfect. We're going to breeze through some of these early levels. It's nice to get some early levels again, some quick grinds. Especially kind of like up top of the episode, because I know that we're going to hit another level requirement. And all the while we're doing it, if we can roll on some more Hopeport things, we will not only be bouncing back for profession grinds, but we'll be bouncing back and forth for some of the side quests that we missed. Now, as I've indicated, I think we're going to be soft locked out of Lost Ship. No, out of Brannoff Inheritance because of the alchemy grind being locked behind Stonemaw Hill. But we should be good for Lost Shipment if I'm not mistaken. I think that's Cooking and Fisher. I think both of them need a cooking level, both of those quests. I don't remember. I feel like I should know this. I don't know. But there's 2 Gatherer, and I like that. Makes me feel good. And that gets us to Dandelions, which is the other ingredient in the experience potion when that time comes. So we will grab the die. And that's a 4. That's back to Hopeport for some cooking. Awesome. Back to the delectable dab. I just remembered this see future items button exists. You can't click on these, but like look at how good the vegetables look compared to just these poor little fellas. Oh no, we actually don't have enough money to buy the ingredients we need. We need 16 stews. So as this is profitable, we are going to be able to buy some of the ingredients, but we're gonna have to then sell the stews we make to buy more. Oh no, it's not quite the barracks chests, but it doesn't feel much better. So we need to remember that we've bought 7, so we have 9 more to go after this. I will try my best to remember this. I just realized a couple of these folks are talking about a quest requirement. I believe it's for Brannoff. It used to be, I might be wrong, I thought it used to be 60 cooking, and I do remember that when the combat update I think came out, they changed the quest requirement for whatever reason. So I need to make absolute sure that my spreadsheet reflects that, because I don't remember when I made the sheet compared to when that quest dropped, or the requirement dropped. Boom. And that is 10 cooking, and that is gray jellied eels, which that just looks straight up like sushi rolls floating in a broth. And that is a very exciting milestone, because that takes us to 69 total level. Nice. Right, so we are rolling once again. That's an 8. That is back to the woods, and that is another carpenter level. Okay, so we're gonna take a look. We're gonna head over there, and we're gonna take a look at how many logs that we're gonna need for that. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna need 9 ash logs, which is interesting because like the more I do this calculation, because I've really never, aside from like Tell's chef cheat sheet that I mentioned a couple episodes ago, I've never really looked at the number of resources that I need to complete a grind. And so the fact that I'm having to calculate these out every time is interesting to see what the different experience rates are based on what skills you're grinding. Like, I can't remember if woodcutter is just really slow to grind. Oh, I never sold the... Okay, I gotta remember to go back and sell those. I never sold the vegetable stews. They're just taking up space in my inventory. But yeah, it's interesting to see, like, I need 9 oak or ash logs to do this. But like, if I wanted to make like the lower tier, like on my first cooking grind, for instance, like, or my alchemy grind, I needed to grab like 1 ingredient or 2 ingredients. So it is interesting how each profession differs. Like, I'm gonna get 2 and some change levels in woodcutter, to get 2 levels in Carpenter. It's just interesting. I mean, I'm not complaining. A total level is total level, and I'll take it. But yeah, it's just this observation I had about like different experience rates, I guess. I don't really know what to do with that information other than to say weird. This is such an old change. And I literally haven't even thought of it for that reason. But oh, we're actually gonna run out of space because I forgot to get rid of these stews. It's such an old change, but it's nice because I used to have to like really watch religiously for this knowledge bar to go up, so that I wasn't like wasting KP at all. And they made a change from like it maxes out at 200 for that reason instead of 100. So it's like because I know I'm gonna spend a KP on a passive, I don't have to watch for it because on my main, I spend I only have to watch for it when it's getting to 200 because I will carry the 10% experience potions on me, and I'll use them right before a double KP experience drop. That's why I grinded alchemy. I know I always mention that I was grinding alchemy on the main, and that's why. Yeah, it's just like technically, I suppose, the most efficient way to like level, I guess. Do another skill that's fast for farming KP, and then like just pot up and actually put experience in the skill that you're trying to level. But you know, for that reason, I never trained Gatherer really. Like, and for that reason, I only trained Carpenter to 60 whatever or 32 whatever it is for the quest. Like, you know, I'm excited. Yeah, I know I say it a lot, but I am excited to like actually grind out some of these skills that I really haven't touched. Right. So, Coarse Oak Pole is what we just unlocked, and I just want to make sure. I'm pretty sure we have the woodcutter level for that. So the only skill not available remains to be alchemy. So we're gonna do one more roll, I think. Okay, that's 2. 2 is forager, so that's gonna get us. Ooh, that's gonna get us to the monument piece. That's exciting. Hands! I need hands, chef. Thank you. If they ever get to the point where they're adding like unique monster drops, like I would love hair beast armor. Like I feel like that would be sick. Like kind of like a Viking like fur armor situation, very like Nordic. I think that would be cool. I don't like that bell plant just has like bile now. Ugh. Or is that just the coloration? I don't know. It was just weird because it suddenly like when somebody selected it, it went from being my bell plant to their bell plant, and it just looked like it was about to barf. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're at one of those points where it would be so cool if I had the storage rift over there, because I am definitely going to need like, I think it's probably going to be like 1 or 2 more bell plants to hit this level, and normally I would just drop them, but like the fact that like if we're not using these bell plants for potions anymore, and I get another grind where, well, when I get another grind where I just have to grind out money, like just the difference between selling 2 plants and having to loot however many chests worth of goods, like it's gonna be worth it. Like, I mean, realistically they cost about on average what I'm looting like 100 from the chest. Yeah, so that's like 3 grabs from a chest worth, like on average. And I hate that I know that. I really hate that I know that. Ugh, I literally need 1 more bell plant. No, this is how desperate I am not to grab those 3 chests. I will teleport and then come back for a single bell plant. It's not efficient, but neither is this account, you know? Okay, I'm back for my singular bell plant. Oh, stupid. Oh, and level 14 means something very exciting. I'm going to go to where it's quieter. Because, unless somebody starts Bugmen, maybe I go over here. Because, if I go to log this monument piece here, this level here, that is my Goland to repair the first stage of the fallen monument. So we're actually not going to go too far. We're not going to roll another skill yet. I know, shocking. Because we've got a little bit of building to do, but I'll save that for next time. So thanks so much for hanging out. I will catch you in the next one, and yeah, have a good one.